There was a day in the NFL where the kickers weren't even allowed to talk. I don't even know if they were allowed to practice with the team. That's how insignificant they were. All they did was, the game's on the line and we're going to try to make the goal or something. Then they would run out and they'd have their day. Okay, this is your one moment. And then you're to go right back underground because you're not really part of the team. Maybe you grew up playing soccer for all I know, and that's fine. But now we have this Kansas City Chiefs kicker, and he's really wants the spotlight. His jersey sales, since he walked into it, are surging.
With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show.
And the Chiefs' Heiress is defending him. Look at this.
As a group, you witnessed firsthand how bad leaders who don't stay in their lane can have a negative impact on society. Bad policies and poor leadership have negatively impacted major life issues. Things like abortion, IVF, surrogacy, euthanasia, as well as a growing support for degenerate cultural values in media, all stem from the pervasiveness of disorder. From the man behind the COVID lockdowns to the people pushing dangerous gender ideologies onto the youth of America, they all have a glaring thing in common. They are Catholic. This is an important reminder that being Catholic alone doesn't cut it, but instead met with excitement and pride. Not the deadly sin sort of pride that has an entire month dedicated to it, but the true God-centered pride that is cooperating with the Holy Ghost to glorify Him. Is you, the women, who have had the most diabolical lies told to you. How many of you are sitting here now, about to cross this stage, and are thinking about all the promotions and titles you are going to get in your career? Some of you may go on to lead successful careers in the world, but I would venture to guess that the majority of you are most excited about your marriage and the children you will bring into this world, and embrace one of the most important titles of all, homemaker.
So that's a reminder of the comments. And we have an update now. Kansas City Chiefs kicker Harrison Butker, who loves his gel. He loves his gel, and he loves judging and demeaning others in the name of religion. Well, it turns out all you have to do is have one of the best-selling jerseys in the NFL. All you have to do to reach that status is go to a small Christian college in Kansas and make a bizarre speech in which you offend, well, nearly everyone. Nearly everyone. They better not give him a gel endorsement. That's too much. Since Butker did just that over the weekend, he's seen sales of his number 7 jersey spike, landing him among marquee name talent like his teammates, Patrick Mahomes. They hit the quarterback. And the other guy who dates Taylor Swift, he catches the ball, Travis Kelce. And now this guy, the kicker, his sales are right up there with him. I mean, you got your name in lights. Yeah, that's what you wanted. You got it. Patrick Mahomes once revealed he wasn't friends with his controversial teammate, Harrison Butker. I don't talk to Harrison Butker all year, quarterback said on the Pat McAfee show following his 3rd Super Bowl win in February. I just let him do his thing. I told you the kicker's not really part of the team. Didn't I tell you that? This guy is trying to make himself part of the team. I don't even know if I'd give him a ring. Not a real one. I mean, I'd give him a ring, but it wouldn't be as nice as the other people. Well, I'm telling you, the kicker, we talking about the kicker.
I'm just laughing at you.
Not a quarterback. We talking about the kicker. We talking about the kicker, man.
You need a gossip show where you can
not
really
the
let
quarterback. Not the quarterback. We talking about the kicker. Whew. When asked if Mahomes says hi to the kicker in passing, he responded, "We sit right beside each other in team meetings, and I don't say one word to him. Only before the season and after the season. That's the only time I talk to him." Now, see, the quarterback done got it right. He's busy winning the football games, okay? And I have a feeling I know the backstory of why they're not getting along, but since you've already said I'm a tabloid queen, I'm not going to, because I don't have it confirmed. It's just, but I'm telling you, I got this thing. It's like a blessing and a curse. I kind of know. I know how this thing deteriorated. I can look at Patrick Mahomes And I know why they're not friends. That's just me. You would think this distraction from the team's kicker wouldn't be well received by Chiefs ownership, but you'd be wrong. Dead giveaway. The picture's dead giveaway for me. Again, it's that sixth sense I have. Here's the Chiefs' heiress, Gracie Hunt. What she said about his comments.
We're going to start with you because the couch would like to know, as America would, the reaction from the Hunt family regarding the kicker, Harrison Butker.
Well, I can only speak from my own experience, which is I've had the most incredible mom who had the ability to stay home and be with us as kids growing up. And I understand that there are many women out there who can't make that decision, but for me in my life, I know it was really formative in shaping me and my siblings to be who we are.
So you understood what he was talking about?
For sure.
Okay.
And I really respect Harrison and his Christian faith and what he's accomplished on and off the field.
Okay.
There's no need for that interview. You understand there's no need for that interview. This is throwaway. So there's nothing, I don't want to disparage her, but there's something she said, Jackson. There's some women, unlike her uber wealthy mother, who they're not able to make the decision to stay home. And I just want to say to her that there's other women like yours truly and so many others, okay, who I would say this, Gracie, I didn't want to stay home, even if I was able to, because I had my own ambition, goals, and things. And that's not disparaging someone who wants to make a beautiful home and makes that decision. I don't know why we can't all live and let live. Okay, they brought her on, Jackson, and she was wearing that little tennis outfit and looking just vacant to me. What do you make of the heiress being interviewed here? I don't know if they traveled to New York and Fox and Friends with a publicist or if it would even matter, but what do you make of the comments?
I don't really care, honestly. I think she was just kind of trying to avoid like getting into like, I think she was just trying to not have trouble in terms of her response. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I saw. But my main commentary for this is like, what's his name? Hutchinson Butcher. What's his last name?
Harrison Butker.
Butker. I mean, he's 28. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's still relatively young. And this was the epitome of like, I spend too much time in certain corners of the internet watching certain people with a certain type of message. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, the sentiment of women being underneath men is nothing new. It's quite old. But again, I bring up his age because like at the end of the day, he's a young man and he doesn't know what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like so obviously what he said was wrong, but I think that he's just a young man who doesn't know what he's talking about. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, and I want to get to the jersey sales story, but I think he's an old enough man who knows exactly what he's doing.
I'm not saying what he said was right, but it's kind of like whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, who cares about these people, right? I read a whole story. You still didn't know his name. But I think he knows exactly what he's doing. And instead of saying something like, here's the choice, it's okay to share. We might even agree with aspects of it. He said something about life doesn't begin until a woman's married and has a child. So I said yesterday to the great Senator Nina Turner that I only have 50% of my life started, I guess, because I'm unmarried. And I'm just waiting to begin the rest to see who could I be if I could just find someone and just get married, But I think he knows exactly what he's doing. And I think the people who are buying his jerseys, they may support it or they may be people who like to thumb their nose at the rest of us. But I don't know why you can't just share your personal experience, your happiness, your joy. He even choked up at the end, which really got on my nerves. He quoted Taylor Swift's lyrics, so he may not be the kicker. Kansas City much longer.